Hello, I'm Reverend Dr. Jeffrey Goodine, pastor of Church on Wheels Spoken Word out of Deltona, Florida, and this is another edition of Holy Week 2024. This is day 7, and there's some significance in day 7. Day 7 is the day of rest. Day 7, they don't really talk about much. It's only carried really in one gospel, and that's the Gospel of Matthew. It's only carried there. But it's the day that Jesus' body lay in the tomb. They don't talk about this much. This is kind of a day that most people, we kind of really don't talk about. It is the day that he's in the tomb. He was buried yesterday on Friday evening. He had to be down off the cross before sundown. And now Saturday, he lay in the tomb. And that's covered in Matthew chapter 27, starting at verse 62. And also on the 7th day, or day 7, that is the Sabbath day, the day of rest. Well, you see, you have two significant things happening here. You have the day of rest, and then you have Jesus resting in the tomb. His body lay in the tomb, so he's resting today. So, Matthew chapter 27, starting at verse 62. This is after the burial. Now the next day that followed the day of preparation, the chief priests and Pharisees came together unto Pilate, saying, Sir, we remember that deceiver said, while he was yet alive, after 3 days I will rise again. Command therefore that the sepulchre be made sure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples come by night and steal him away, and say unto the people, He is risen from the dead. So the last error shall be worse than the first. Pilate said unto them, Ye have a watch. Go your way, make it as sure as you can. So they went and made the sepulchre sure, sealing the stone and setting a watch. So here we see that they thought someone remember what he said. He said, after the 3rd day I rise again. So they said, well, maybe what we need to do is we need to make sure. Now we saw him put him in the tomb, and we saw when Joseph Arimathea, put a stone on the door. But now they say, let's go and make this thing sure. Let's go seal the stone, and then we go put a watch out there to make sure that the disciples don't come and take the body away. So you see, day 7 or Saturday of Holy Week, nobody really talks about it. It's not one of those things that everybody talk about. It's just one of those things, really, that when you look at the Bible, only one script, one book, one gospel carries it, and that's the Gospel of Matthew. So when you think about it, if not a lot is written on Saturday, then it is understood, well, it should be understood, that Jesus' body lay in the tomb. That's kind of what it is. His body lay in the tomb. So Saturday, day 7, Jesus' body lay in the tomb. And there's only really one gospel that speaks of it, and that's Matthew. That they conspired. They were saying that the disciples would come in the night and take the body. So therefore put a guard on it. And seal it. And whatever that is, to make it as sure as you can. In other words, make it as sealed as you can. And then the guard. Put a watch there. So when you put a watch there, they're going to make sure that the disciples don't come at night and take the body away and tell the people that he's risen. So they tried to make sure. And I mean, I can understand their point. Somebody said, you know, we done something wrong now. We know what we did wrong. But we're going to make sure that they don't come and take the body away at night. So, day 7, the day of rest, Jesus' body lay in the tomb. Day 7 of Holy Week. Not a lot is talked about, not a lot is mentioned. Again, only one gospel carries, and that's Matthew chapter 27, starting in verse 62. Day 7, Jesus' body lay in the tomb on Saturday. Well, I'm Reverend Dr. Jeffrey Goodine, pastor of Church on Wheels Spoken Word, and this has been another edition of Holy Week 2024. Day 7, Jesus' body lay in the tomb. May God have mercy on our souls.